EA Sports, within the game. There's no doubt about it now. This guy has to be in the All-Madden team.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Off play action, Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at the 20. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Touchdown, Chicago! A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround What is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
To throw again on second down. Powell. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Powell throwing on third down here. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Fields. This is caught by Hilton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the option left is Fields. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. The Bears at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
In motion goes the tight end. On second and goal, Fields under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Howe. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stack.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Returnable here from the 38. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did, and they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st down, it's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields throws the out route and finds Claypool. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, Fields. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now Fields. Caught by Montgomery. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Howell. That's complete to Turner. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game, start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make the second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 66 yards.
Well, CD, when you combine
accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Caught left side by Hilton. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. On 4th down, Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when
and it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. On the counter, this is Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the middle with Montgomery, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, 15 yards. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, what uses motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Powell throwing on 1st down here. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool, 47 yards. And the Bears have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Second down throw for Howell.
And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Bears are...